Hello and welcome to Tonic Studios.
Tag us in your makes.
We love to see what you're making.
We're very sociable.
Follow us to stay up to date with everything new at Tonic Studios. Find us on Facebook,
Twitter,
Instagram,
And YouTube.
stay up to date with Tonic Studios.
by subscribing to our mailing list.
never miss a video.
Like,
Subscribe and hit that notification icon.
Have you got a question for us crafters?
Let us know in the comments.
Subscribe to the Tonic Craft Kit
and get 10% off every order.
Every order.
Have you got a big order?
pay in instalments using ClearPay, ShopPay and PayPal.
Need to know when your favourite products are in stock?
Click notify me when available and we'll let you know.
Can't wait to get a die set?
Click notify me when available, we'll let you know.
Visit the Tonic Studios craft room for inspiration.
Information and tutorials.
All in one place.
Looking for a freshly launched product?
Head to the new launches tab on the Tonic Studios website. Hello! We're fashionably late as always.
It's just a thing now, isn't it? I should just set it all for like 15. No, I won't actually.
No, that's
No, don't.
No.
Welcome to Tonic Studios.
Welcome.
Today we have our Craftalong with Kit. What number are we?
69.
It is
I
Kit
wasn't
69,
sure if we were
is
70
it?
odd or 60 odd. So we Kit 69 and it is the Whimsical Wonderland. I haven't even told you who we are. I'm Alison and this is the lovely Leo. Karen was going to be filming and Karen,
Yes.
well, she's in the prep room, shall I say, and she's very busy, up to her neck in boxes.
Trying to find things that you're going to be seeing on Create and Craft on Thursday.
Absolutely.
Because,
So,
yes,
you have-
last minute adjustments were made,
yeah.
shall we say.
So I thought I'd come and see you to have a little chat as well. And obviously, we have Cam.
Cam's cameraman.
Hello.
How's your day going? I've seen the first comment on you saying that it's very, very early. And that was from Mrs. L. And she's in Montana.
Nice.
So who else have we got with us? We've got Regina with us. We have, and she's in South Carolina. We have, let's have a little look. We've got little chats going on here.
Nicole.
We have Nicole from Perth in Western Australia. We have Raquel with us.
Hi, Raquel.
Hello, and we have a congratulations for Raquel.
Yes, she is the newest member of our design team. I'm so excited.
We are over the moon for you. Excited, excited, excited. Oh, I'm thrilled.
Can't wait to see what you continue to do with our products, because
Oh,
honestly,
absolutely.
Raquel's work is already stunning. So
Absolutely. Welcome aboard. Then we have Carrie with us. Her kit is due to be delivered tomorrow. Well, you can always watch us back on YouTube, collect some ideas today, re-watch the video, and then you can collect a few more. Because you're going to love what Leo's done today.
oh, don't hype up too much.
We are.
I wasn't even remembering that we were doing this until about 10 minutes ago. If I'm perfectly honest, we were very busy making packaging upstairs today. Quite engrossed in what we were doing. And there was like, oh, yes, we should probably go downstairs now.
Exactly.
Oops.
And all the cameras had been moved and everything else. So,
Yes.
busy day, wasn't it?
Busy.
So, we have God's Desire for Me. Do we have a name for...
Not sure.
No. From North Carolina, we have Jill with us. She's got her kit, but she's supposed to be working.
It's okay,
Is
we won't
that
tell.
going to be supposed to be? Or you are working? We've got Bella with us from Germany. We've got Christine with us. Oh my word, she's got a 5-month-old puppy. Oh, I love it. So no peace for her. Oh, it's a black Labrador. Oh,
cute.
adorable. Absolutely adorable. Nicole is saying 5-month-old puppies can be trained. How about an 8-year-old dog? Mine is 8 and still very, very naughty.
I think mine enjoys getting told off. He eggs it on. He purposely bullies the other dog. He does things he knows he shouldn't do. And the way he runs off is as if he was waiting for it and he wanted it.
Yeah,
Which doesn't help.
No, it doesn't. Mine is just really naughty. It is 6:08 in Montana.
Oh, good morning indeed. What a way to start your morning, though.
morning call.
Yeah, a nice way to start your morning, though, I think.
Absolutely. We've got Julie with us, who's doing prep for a video.
Oh, exciting.
What you making, Julie? Who else have we got? Laurie's with us, Laurie Brock. Naomi's with us. Sue Hardman is off to work today, so she's crafting while she watches.
Nice.
Nice. Blake is with us. Hiya, Blake.
Blake.
Sharon Alvis has sent the cool drinks along
That's
today.
good. Yeah, we definitely need those.
We need the cold drinks today. Kaz Crafty's with us. Oh, she's in a sick bed. Get well soon, Kaz. Nina's with us from Tennessee. Annette is with us. Who else have we got? Gemma. She has a kit. Just need the energy to go with it. Well, perhaps we could put a dose of motivation in with it.
Maybe. Let's see what we can do.
Sophie's joined us. And she's saying, hope you're all well. Yes, we are. We have Laura with us from Portland in Oregon. Jill is with us. Elizabeth's with us from Harpen in Texas. And that's it, I think.
Excellent.
Raquel
Welcome on
says
in,
she's
everyone.
waiting for her kit. Oh, thank you, ladies. You're very welcome,
Very
Raquel.
welcome indeed. So welcome on in, everyone. So it's going to be today.
It's going to be enjoyable. That is what it is.
Yes.
For me.
Hopefully it goes to
That's
plan.
enthusiastic.
Yikes. So the plan is, and I'm going to lay this out here now. Obviously, we tend to go roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours on a live-ish. Cam's face is like, really? I have to be down here that long?
How many cups of tea do you have lined up there, Cam?
So the idea is, you might have heard me mention before, if you make 5 Christmas cards a month between July and November, you've got them all ready for going at the beginning of December. So today, the idea is to try and make 5 Christmas cards. That's the plan. This is your first month. It's July. We're making Christmas cards. We're going to make 5. So it is going to be a batch
Look
making.
at the eyes.
They're batch making cards. That is the plan.
We see you regretting every word you're saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's because you called me out and you said, "Oh, you never actually do it." So I'm going to try and do it this year. Our plan, we are working ahead and trying to think of, designs for the next couple of months as well to try and give you
we are.
a card design every single month. That is the plan.
Mrs. L is saying she loves your makes, and she's saying Leo can do it. Yes, she can.
Let's have a look what's in the kit, just in case you haven't seen this one so far.
And Gemma's loving her popsy dresses.
We're looking bright and fabulous today, aren't we?
As always, isn't
As
it?
always,
We
exactly.
do love a popsy.
We do. They're just so comfortable.
I have a box of ink
Oh,
pads by the
don't-
side
yeah,
of me,
I'm
and
very
I am
nervous.
being very careful that I do not knock them on the floor, because you know the type of thing I get up to. Oh, we've got Fedegina with us.
Welcome.
And hello to you.
Welcome on in. So, the kit.
Come on then.
Just in case you haven't seen a reveal video where we looked at this box of deliciousness, look at the little sticker. Oh, isn't it cute?
It's so cute, isn't it?
A whimsical
So cute.
Wonderland kit. So,
Oh, Mrs. L says she hasn't seen it.
oh well.
How have you missed that, Mrs.
Now,
L?
this kit, that's not in the kit. I'm pretty sure.
Let me have a look. I grabbed it for marketing.
I don't remember that being in the kit
I'm
either.
just going to put that to one. Oh, no, it is. I'm lying. Oh, I didn't know that. That's good. Okay. So, normally your kit won't look like this. It'll look like
It'll
this.
come to you nice and tidy with all the
Yeah.
papers in your pocket.
This would be all in a nice grey bag, but this has been our
Yeah.
photography and marketing one, so bear with us. Okay.
Oh, we had someone saying she didn't get the sticker.
Oh no, contact customer services and we'll get one
And
out
we'll
to
get
you.
one sent out to you.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm just gonna put the box to one side. I'm not gonna empty the box because I don't have room. Honestly, the desk is full today. So here is your die and stamp wallet. So you get your little leaflet. Oh, the other dies are pinging everywhere. You get a little leaflet that tells you all about your kit, the contents, and gives you some inspiration and some other stuff. Yours obviously won't be ripped on the back. Yeah.
It won't.
Your dies will look, again, a lot tidier
Pristine.
than this. They're all actually going to be stuck on the foam. So just, yes.
Just imagine they all are.
Mm.
Fedegina is saying, do we have a new kit?
So
This is the Whimsical Wonderland kit. We launched
the
this.
20th of June.
Yes.
There we are.
And it started shipping earlier this month.
This is the kit that is available now. If you subscribe now or you purchase a kit now, this is the kit you will receive.
I'm sure someone will give you some links momentarily to the kit. Yes.
There we
So
are.
these are our dies. You can see we've got these two little gingerbread houses here, and then you've got their outers, so they are verso dies for you. You've got a couple of different roof patterns to go into your roof, or you've also got the kind of icicle version as well.
Love that.
You've got this lovely pair of stylized Christmas trees. Think kind of Whoville, those
Charlie
kinds
and the
of,
Chocolate
yeah,
Factory.
very stylized, kind of cartoon-esque. I love it.
I love it too.
You've got a middle that will go into the little tree as well to give you some extra detail. Obviously cut this separately and layer it on, don't cut them together.
Ah, that's a good tip from Mrs. L. She saves all this tape for shakers.
That is so smart.
That is really good.
I like that idea.
I do as well.
You've got a couple of presents here, so a couple of slightly quirky shapes on your gifts, and then you've got a middle to go into them to kind of cut in some detail as well, and you've got a little kind of bow and a wrap to put around your present as well. You've got a nice peppermint swirl.
I love those.
And the outer edge, so you could stick that on as a window or just as a sweet if you wanted to. I've got two of them for some reason. I think one of these has come from another die set. We've got another little tree, got candy canes on here. You've got an extra door, a little window, and then we've got the outer edges for our sentiments on our stamp set as well, and I love that we have these. So you've got both the close cut and also a matte
I
for your
love
sentiments.
that. It
And
just
I
brings
really
a
like that.
little bit extra detail, doesn't it?
Exactly. So your stamps that go with them are here. So you can see you've got those lovely candy canes and you've got both direction. So if you want to make a little candy cane heart, you can, or you can have them going in opposite directions. You've got your little triangular tree, you've got a little gumdrop and a peppermint swirl, a couple of stars, some little squiggles to go into your house, little gingies. So you've got one with eyelashes and one without. And then you've got this that you can put onto your 2 different houses. So if you're doing the tall house, you just stamp it as is. If you're doing the short house, you just mask off the top, stamp it, and then you can add in these little swirls on the side to fill out the side of your house.
Fabulous.
And then your sentiments, you have sweet season's greetings, warm winter wishes, 'tis the season to be jolly, oh what fun, Merry Christmas, and from our home to yours.
And that was one we were asked for, wasn't it? From our home to yours.
Yeah, and then also from my home.
Yes.
Or from me. And keep your eyes peeled, they're coming.
Gemma's saying only 9 days till the next kit.
Oh,
Time
don't,
flies.
no.
Don't do this to us, Gemma.
No, because we have to film that video as well. Wait, no.
We haven't done that either.
Is that next week? Is the 20th next week?
Yes.
Yes.
Next Thursday.
Oops.
So we've got next
Face of horror.
week's Tonic Tuesday to film, and the kit reveal, and all of the prep.
Yes, we have a busy week next week as well.
They're very well organised in plans.
Of course we are.
Do you find that months just, you're like, it's not until the end of the month, and then all of a sudden
It is the end of the month. Yes.
July is
And then you're
very
halfway
much
through the
doing
next.
that to me this year. I'm like,
Very much.
It's only the beginning of the month, we've got tons of time. Nope.
No, I know. Another tip from Raquel. She is saying that she saves the acetate as well.
I save all the acetate.
Love saving the acetate because it's a lovely... I love a construction acetate for the strength of it. But sometimes you don't need that strength, and you may have part of a die set that needs to bend. And this is the perfect acetate for that, I think. Vicky's joined us. She says, afternoon, cheeky girls.
Don't know what you mean, Vicky.
What a fabulous kit. Who else have we got? Oh, Fedegina says she collects everything from the kits. I don't blame her. I really don't blame you. What have we got here? Mrs. Alice saying, I see a gingerbread house with that in my future.
Oh yeah, the gingerbread houses are adorable.
They
That's
are
what Carol
gorgeous.
says. We have an annual event where gingerbread houses are decorated and donated to the George Eastman Museum.
That is lovely.
Ah, yeah, that would be brilliant for adding
that
some little
is
signs or little
lovely.
tags for that.
Absolutely.
The next part of your kit then is going to be your grey bag of joy. Pretend this is in a lovely grey paper bag. So there are a couple of either ors here. Let's do those first. So you're going to be getting a glitter accents. You're either going to be getting Fresh Snowfall or Aztec Gold. One of these will be in your kit. So this one is like a lovely white with white glitter, and this one is just beautiful gold.
It's like a vintage gold.
It
isn't
is a lovely gold. I really, really like that. There is another either or, and I don't have the other version. So you're going to be getting a mica mist. You'll either be getting Pearled Ivory, or the other one is called Beryl Swirl, and it's a lovely kind of green silver. It looks like...
Oh, is that?
It's this colour. So it kind of gives you like a greeny, silvery shimmer. It's very pretty.
It's very soft though, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah. It's kind of almost iridescent as well. I love it. So yes, there's an
Nice
either or
to
for
go
that.
over other colours too.
Or just to give a little bit of something in the background.
Yes.
I like that with a mica mist. So I find that they are quite subtle colours generally. This one especially, the Pearled Ivory, is very subtle. There's a little fly that's followed us down
Well,
here.
that's very rude.
It's going to adjust. It's a very subtle shimmer. This looks lovely over black card too, to give a little bit of
Yes, it
twinkle.
does.
So,
It does.
love a mica mist.
Definitely have a play. Who was this saying they were playing with mousses and sprays? Mo, I think it was, wasn't it? So we've got another couple of comments here.
Okay.
Raquel is saying, yes, time flies. Bit late, but beautiful dresses, ladies. And that's
Thank you
from
very
Julie.
much, Julie.
Thank you, Julie. Well, this year is going too slow to the end of my illness. Oh, Fedegina, I hope you're feeling better soon.
Yeah, indeed.
And this illness is in the past.
Definitely.
Sending lots of healing hugs out to you.
Crafty ones too.
Absolutely.
So it's a full-size Micro Mist. I mean, you only need a couple of spritzes of this. This is going to last you a long time.
Oh yeah. Make sure you wash your
Nozzle,
spray out
yes,
after.
exactly. The other things you're going to get then is one of our large acorn brown ink pads.
I think this is one of the must-haves in the crafty
If you do any inking on the edges of anything to make it look a bit distressed or a bit old, acorn brown is the colour that you use.
Yeah.
I think this might be one of ours actually, looking at the
possibly looking
edges.
at the lid.
Yeah. We've got a couple of minis of this, you know, the little square ones, and just the entire outside of it is brown, where someone has rubbed a blending brush over it.
Can't
very
think who
thoroughly.
that is.
No. You're also going to be getting a glitter marker. This is in this gorgeous colour, Iced Ivy. So it's this nice green with silver glitter in there. Very pretty. And then we do have Vintage Drop. I didn't think we did, but apparently we do. It wasn't in any of my projects because I forgot it was in there. And this is in Gilded Gold. Lovely. Again, a kind of an old, vintagey kind of gold colour. Very, very pretty. Vintage Drops, they dry matte. And this one does also dry matte, but it has like little metallic flecks in it, so it's matte but with a sheen. That's a really weird thing to say.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it is matte, but it also isn't. It's matte but sparkly.
Have fun with it.
Yes, I love it. Then onto the papery stuff, which is the last part of your kit. I mean, this is just so much stuff. Look at it. Move it all over. You're going to be getting one of our 6x6 books. This one is our Glorious Greens Mirror Card Collection. So we have 4 different greens in here. So you have Emerald Green. You have Smooth Mint, which is this lovely,
Nice.
It's a satin finish. So this is a mirror, you can see. Hello. This is a satin and it's a very pale silvery green. You then have Flourishing Green, which is the same colour as emerald, but this is mirror, this is satin.
So they work really well together to
do.
give a nice contrast, don't they?
And lastly then you have our lovely, oh, someone's taken some of these out, Holly Green, which is a slightly more olivey green tone.
Yes.
It kind of goes more in the olive direction. It's a very yellow
I like
green.
that one though.
Very, very pretty. But perfect for Christmas. All of your, trees and different things. All of the greens.
Yes.
Are the glitter markers alcohol based? I don't think they are.
They're
They are
water-based.
water.
They're
Yeah.
water-based.
Water-based pens.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be using this probably, so I shall show you. And then the rest of the cardstock we have. I'm speeding through this because we've got 5 cards to get made. So,
For Holidays Designs is loving the green pad, loving the colours in it.
lovely colours in there.
I think you whether you're a green fan or not, because I know a lot of people are not green fans, you've got to have a little bit of green at Christmas, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Fully agree. So I'm going to double check my colours here. We have classic cardstock in Candy Red. We have classic cardstock in Fern Green.
Yeah.
Classic cardstock in Ginger Pie.
Yeah.
Bit of Jangère.
Jangère.
Do you love that?
We love a bit of Jangère.
Classic cardstock in Spearmint Green.
Nicole says it looks like a disco when you flick the pages.
Look at this one then. If you thought that was
That
a
one
disco.
is the disco.
Woo.
This is the disco ball,
Disco,
isn't
disco,
it?
Yeah. So this is called Hollow Waves. Now it is actually silver when it's not doing all of this. But I don't think I can make it look there. This big section here is the real colour. But it is an iridescent mirror card, so you're going to get all of those beautiful rainbows too. And when we were talking about card making the other day, we were saying about using things like this as accents.
Yes.
Little hints on your projects, not the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps it looking classy, not brassy.
Absolutely. And we don't want any of that.
Nope. But I love this.
I think if you put a lot of that, it makes it look like a child's card to me.
Yes.
Because children like the shiny, glitzy, but just put a little bit.
Just a little bit is lovely. We then have some of our specialty card. I want to say this is Snowbound.
Snowbound, yes.
Yeah. Cool.
You were doing well today.
Foiled craft cards. This is a white craft card with these beautiful candy red foil stripes, which is called Candy Stripes, funnily enough. Love it.
Beautiful it is.
And then last but by no means least, we have our lovely silver screen. Is that right?
Yes.
Silver screen, silver
Yes.
glitter card. I was going to say mirror card. It's not a mirror. It's
glitter.
clearly glitter. Okay.
I think Blake is loving the disco, yeah?
Disco. Yeah, exactly. Should be techno, but we'll go for disco. So that is the contents of your kit. You can subscribe. You can have a one-off kit. Do we still have one-off kits available?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
We have... Oh, there's a little list for that. Shall I grab it?
Maybe yes.
Maybe yes. So you can have a one-off kit for $34.99 in the UK, $39.99 in the US. You can subscribe monthly, so each month then you would pay for the kit, and that would be $29.99 in the UK, $32.99 in the US. And you can have a quarterly subscription, where each quarter that payment is taken out of your account. And that is $89.97 in the UK, $97.97 in the US. You can you can postpone your kit at any time you want to. You can still cancel if you've had enough kits. You can cancel your subscription. But if there's a kit that you think, that's really not for me, then you can skip a kit. And then the next one then will come to you. But please feel free to have what you want. It's your money, you've spent it on what you want to.
And if you do subscribe to kits, so if you are a monthly or a quarterly subscriber, you also get your 10% TCK discount code. So that's 10% discount off everything in our store, except kits, obviously. But all of our bundles, all of our sale items, clearance items, showcases, stamp clubs, everything we do, birthday week products, all of those 10% off. Oh, there's almost lost that. So yes, well worth being a kit subscriber for all of the extra goodness that you get. So
Regina's saying it says high gloss on the hollow waves instead of iridescent.
Oh,
that was the first one we did. We didn't do iridescent when we did the hollow waves, and I think that may be why it says that it doesn't say the iridescent on it.
Maybe.
Because it was the first one. What else have we got? The silver mirror card would be great for stamping a night sky scene.
It would. You'd have to use something like Stays On, because obviously your mirror card has that kind of plasticky coating on it.
Yes.
You're going to need an ink that's going to work on that, so I think Stays On would probably be the one. And you'd have to use a stamp platform.
Absolutely.
And then stamp once and just leave it to dry, because that's going to take a while.
Yeah. Yeah. And Miss Heffalump has joined us. Hello, Missy. She says she's a magpie in disguise and likes anything shiny.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
We're all a little bit like that.
So
the glitter, Gina's saying the glitter cards are the best quality that she's had up until now.
Aww.
That is wonderful.
We love our glitter card. It is very...
Don't forget you've got the, I can't think of the word now, the ombre glitters as well.
The ombre glitters.
They're not in this kit, but have a little look on the website.
So the glitter is low shed. We can't say no shed because you do get the odd
bit.
Fleck every now and again. But even when you cut it, it doesn't like ping off a load of glitter along the cut edge. I don't know what magic they do to make it so well bonded together, but you don't get a lot of glitter coming off it. Our glitter card, the single colour glitter card, is kind of that chunky glitter, so it has a lot of texture. You can really feel it. The ombre glitter that Al mentioned is smooth. It's a very different experience, but also
definitely
beautiful.
one to look at, though, isn't it?
I think also for Christmas, because it's kind of silver at the top and green at the bottom, and you've got kind of the ombre between the two. Lovely for trees and things like that.
Absolutely.
Again.
I love it.
So we're going to be looking at a technique for batch making our cards today that the lovely Claire Rhodes Brandon introduced us to. So it's based on this card that we found when we were rummaging through the Crate and Craft prep samples at some point recently. I'm like, well, that's a nice card. And she's made, I don't know if you can see, these kind of all go round in a spiral. They're all stamped in the same place all the way around the card. So we're going to be using a technique to make our own little wreath to do this. It's witchcraft. Exactly. I'm presuming that's for the glitter card, but I think it may be witchcraft and voodoo.
Absolutely.
Maybe we utter things over the glitter card to stay in place.
I think we say a few spells.
Maybe we do. Infuse it with magic.
Yes.
But yes, we're going to be using this technique to make our own little stamped background. There is only one Regina at the moment. Yes.
We need more.
We do need more. We keep asking. We do keep asking. Stamped background, simple sentiment, and this is what we came up with. And when I say we, I mean I. Don't look at the back of my card. I had to pick it apart. So I've done a large version and a little version.
We didn't even have a Australian card, did we? We had a weird version.
Because this, obviously, there's no top or bottom. So if you hadn't put these on, it's all the same. My card was stuck this way round, so it opened like this. Yeah, that's not how cards work. So, yes. Anyway, this is what we've done. So using the same technique, we've got two very different cards, and yours are going to look completely different because depending on the stamps that you use and where you put them on your background, your wreaths are going to look completely different as well, which I think is part of the fun of this particular technique. So in order to do this, you need a square die. It could be a layering square. So if you've got, the squares that kind of go up in increments, grab one of those, whichever one you like the size of for your stamped background, you're going to need that. We've found a couple in some die sets. We kind of went through the drawer, had a look what we could find. So I have the Daisies and Dots texture panel now. Can anyone remember which release this came with?
Oh.
Was it with the handbags? The Mother's Day and
it
the
may
handbags?
have been, yes. It may well have
Cam
been.
looks very confused.
We've had a lot of pattern panels.
We have.
Yeah.
But it has an outer edge that is a square, so that one would work for you. And then the banquet box. Does anyone remember this? And we've got a lovely square die on here. And I'm going to do little cards today. Because I can and I need to make 5 of them.
Gemma is saying the Welsh part of your accent is coming out today.
Yeah, I've noticed a couple of slips today already as well.
And Regina's loving your nails.
I couldn't pick a colour this week, so
all
of them is what I went with, basically. Yes. So we're going to be doing a little card today, but the same principle works for the big one as well. Do you know what I forgot to bring?
What did you
Smooth white card. I'm sure we've got some behind us there.
I'll go and have a look now. You can explain this.
Okay. So I'm going to sit this here so I can remember what I'm doing. Does anyone else do that? Or is it just me? Okay.
Do you want a timer? Have you got like a specific time you're expecting to be done by?
No.
Would you like that?
Perfect, thank you. Do we have any more? I do have a trimmer, but I do need potentially more than that because I'm going to need to cut. Oh, actually, 5.
I have more.
That should probably do. Thank you.
Just in case.
Just in case.
On a trimmer?
I have a trimmer to
On
the
a scoreboard?
left of me. Don't need a scoreboard.
No.
Nope. I'm being cheeky today and cutting down card blanks.
Okie dokie.
So, first thing I'm going to do to make my life easier is cut this down to a rough square. Doesn't need to be precise, it's just so it fits into my stamp platform.
Regina's saying that banquet box is on the way. Wanna have?
Ooh.
Oh, is it still available, Cam?
What, the
banquet
banquet
box?
box? I'll have a look now.
It is we love the banquet box because it is a good sizable box.
Yes.
And it's not too difficult to put together either.
No, I love it. If you don't have a square die, you can also do this with a knife and a ruler. I should say that. Obviously, making your background or your template with a die is going to be faster. But if you just want to, say you want to make 3-inch square backgrounds, cut that obviously on your trimmer for your panels, and then just draw out your 3-inch square and cut it with a knife using a ruler. That is also an option. This is just some smooth white card.
But it could be, something that you've Sometimes you pull some card out and some tape is stuck to the back. It doesn't have to be a pristine piece of card,
No,
does
this
it?
is just for our template, so we're doing this first of all. So yeah, it could be a scrap that you've got. The fronts of your cards also don't have to be white. I should probably mention that. If you want to use a paler coloured classic cardstock, flip it over so you've got the smooth side, not the weave side, and stamp onto that. The fronts could all be different colours.
You can use the weave, but you get more of a distressed stamped effect, don't you?
Exactly. So I'm going to do this by eye. I'm going to put my square die down. I'm going to tape it thoroughly because I don't want it to move. And I'm going to run this through my tangerine. So I'm putting it on parallel to my cardstock first of all. Pop my lid on.
Nicola's saying Nicole has made this template for making wreaths and mandalas. Gina, it is any smooth card. It's not a 216, it is a little bit thicker than that.
Yeah, this is our 300 GSM
Yes.
smooth card.
But it doesn't have to be a 300.
It can be any scrap of card that you have that is big enough for your square die.
Oh, she says she's so sad that the stamp platform is discontinued.
Oh, I know.
We get it. Absolutely get it. We love it, don't we? And we
do.
use it so much.
Very, very much.
But hopefully a lot of you have got the stamp platform anyway.
Okay, so cut number 1 and also card front number 1. I'm then going to pop my die on again. And I'm just doing this by eye. It doesn't have to be 100% precise, but just make sure, you know, it looks roughly even. So all of these little triangles in the corners should be roughly the same. The little white sections in between the die should be roughly the same. And we're going to do exactly the same again. Tape it down very thoroughly. You definitely don't want it moving.
If you are one of those people that has to have it accurate, you could do a cross on your card, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could. Because you're not going to see this. This is literally just a template. You're not going to see this in your finished product. It's not too much of an issue.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Ooh. Run that through again.
And sometimes you've got cards in a colour that you think, I'm never going to use that colour.
Yep.
But this is a
got-
template you're going to keep, isn't it?
Definitely. So what I would suggest is once you've made one of these templates, maybe write on it the square die that fits into it. So for me, obviously this is from the banquet box. I might put on here, you know, square base from the banquet box or something like that, so that I know that this template works with this specific die.
Yes.
So there is my template cut and ready to go. Whilst I am tangerining, I'm going to cut my other 4 card fronts. I need 5, don't I?
Look at you go.
So my cut off piece, I can get 2 out of there.
You are doing well today. Well, you may as well make the most of your layers, haven't you?
Yep, absolutely.
So I think this is a bit ingenious.
Uh-oh.
We've got some questions asking why we stopped making the Tim Holtz platform. I think, is it still available in the UK?
No, it's sold out.
It's sold out in the UK. And there was a few things going on in the background with other companies that had made stamp style platforms as well. This is why we stopped in America. So that's the reason we don't have them anymore.
Okay, so 2 card fronts is number 3 going through.
There's a few comments going on. I'm not going to read them out. You can all read the comments there.
Exactly. Oi. So 2, 3, oh dear.
Oh, I'd forgotten. When you said you wanted more cards, I thought, it's a lot you're doing, but now I understand.
3.
If you're wondering about the tape that Leo is using here, this is our Craft Perfect die cutting tape.
Which is the most perfect die cutting tape there is.
It is amazing, isn't it?
In my opinion.
Is that a different one?
I don't know, it just feels
Okay.
Yes, it is the most perfect dye tape. I think I'm still on only my second roll since we started using it.
Wow.
Because I don't have to change it very often. I know you change yours a little bit more often than I do. But yeah, it just is forever sticky. Like these pieces have been down here.
But I think I'm only on my second roll as well, actually, when I think about it.
And if you consider how much die cutting we do on a daily basis.
Exactly. And when you buy it, you get 2 rolls in a pack anyway.
Yep.
So they're going to last you ages. Regina's saying she loves the tape. And I can only say, give it a try.
I find that it doesn't rip my card. Because I've cut this multiple times along the edge of a straight edge die, I have now split my tape, unfortunately.
Oh, and that's where I tend to change it if it splits.
Yeah, that piece can go. Sub in his friend. Okay, this is my last card front that I'm cutting.
Sue is saying, Sue Hardman, she's saying that she's used the tape for the first time today. It's brilliant, holds well, but comes away very easily too.
I know, again, I think there must be magic and voodoo in this as well.
I think so. Because we've all had tapes before where it rips your paper or it doesn't hold the die down properly. We've tried them all, haven't we?
I mean, our go-to previously was the same as everybody else's, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to mention any brand names, but I'm sure you recognise what we were working with.
But I think it changed.
Yes, because I found it did start tearing my cardstock. It wasn't peeling away nicely. No. I'd get gummy edges. I don't even get gummy edges on this at all.
Nothing at all.
Magic.
Gina's saying she loves the tape. The perfect stick.
It is. I don't know what they've done to it. Like I say, I think, again, they must have been magic words and...
I'm looking at the pieces you've cut out now. That's a lovely stencil as well.
Yeah.
You could pop that onto your card, can you? And stencil some ink into that.
Could do.
Or you cut it by there and you do a little bit of a stencil on the outside or to put like a little shadow around.
There you go. There's 4 more card fronts. Is that yours for next month, is it?
I don't know.
Your Christmas card technique for next month.
Am I being chucked into that best for next month then?
Good, maybe.
Looks like I am. I'll have to have a bit of thinking then, won't I?
So, we're going to take our template and pop it into our Stampy platform. Stampy platform of choice, obviously, if you don't have ours. There are many others that are around.
Absolutely.
So...
But I would definitely say no matter what you've got, you need this.
Yeah, so we put some of our Tim Holtz Media Grip in the base. Does a couple of things. It gives you a little bit of cushioning. So when you're using photopolymer stamps, having a little bit of extra give underneath them, it helps to get a cleaner impression. What it also does is when you put your piece back into it, the Media Grip behind there kind of grips this so your piece doesn't move. Even though it's in the template, if this was just the smooth plastic, it would kind of slide a little bit, whereas it now will not move. So this is where you get to just have fun and make up your own pattern, basically. Now I'm going to stamp in the acorn brown that came in the kit. If you want to, you can stamp in any colour you want. So you could do all of the gingerbread men in brown, you could do your candy canes in red. You know, go mad, make it your card, your design, have fun with it basically. So my gingerbread man has to go on here. I think I'm going to I'm using the one with eyelashes today, but I'm not going to assume their gender, so gingerbread person number 1 with eyelashes.
So cute.
Yes. Okay. Pick them up. Obviously this is going to come too. Now with your wreathy template, the bigger your stamps and the smaller your card, the less you're going to get on there. And you may find that you can't go into every corner, that you can only rotate a full 90 degrees rather than, would that be something else?
45.
45, yes, it would, of course, it would be half of 90.
I had to think then.
You can tell maths is not my strong suit. So you might find that with the bigger stamp, like this gingerbread man, if I was to stamp it there and then, let me show you. So, pop this in.
Sue was just saying she's on a mission this week to play with some sets that she hasn't managed to open.
Oh, that's a fun mission.
I think that's a really good mission. Don't forget, Sue, share with us what you've made as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see what you've come up with that. So, gingerbread person number 1 there. If I was to rotate it the 45 degrees, it may work, it may not. Let's have a look. I'm not going to put this down. You'd kind of get a bit of overlap. It might work, actually. Should we do it?
Go for it.
Okay. So just bear that in mind. You might want to have a look at your stamp. If it was overlapping too much, I would then just rotate and just go into these points rather than into each point. It'll make sense when I do it.
Unless you did the 180 degrees first and then went back into
Okay.
the 45.
Let's do that.
And then you can see, do I want it there or not?
Gingy. Rotating. There you go. The Welsh definitely came out for that.
It did.
But it had to.
You love a bit of rotating.
And we're rotating. Cam's giving me evil looks now.
When every time you said rotating, it just played in my head. You and Karen going, we're rotating.
And we're rotating.
It is off a TV show that's been made in Wales.
In the valleys as well.
In the valleys, yes.
Exactly. Okay, so for little Gingy stamped, I am going to give it a try. Let's try.
I love her.
Let's go in between. Yes.
Oh, look at him.
So, all the way around.
This is such a cool template, I think.
And this works with any small stamps that you have. If you've got little bits of foliage and flowers, you can make actual wreaths.
Yes.
If you've just
but
got
like Claire's.
Yeah, exactly. If you've got little icons of various things, you can do those. Any little stamps
I love it.
that you have.
Is anyone crafting along today? Or are you just saving up the techniques?
Look at the little gingerbread wreaths.
Gina says it looks like they're dancing.
It does a bit. Okay, pop them to one side. Next one in. So this is where your batch making comes in. While this stamp is still on here and in the right place.
Off you go.
So I'm going to do my 45-degree turns this time.
I love this. And think of an afternoon where, or maybe an hour. Say you've got an hour to do some stamping. You've got all your layers cut ready, and then you just keep running them through the machine.
Yeah, you just do this part. So with batch making, do all of one part first.
Yes.
So cut all of your card blanks. If you're making your own card blanks, I'm literally just going to cut down some 7x7s. I'm cheating. But cut all of your card blanks first. Maybe cut all of your fronts, your mats and your layers if you're layering them up onto something. And maybe that's all you've got time to do the first day. That's
exactly.
fine. The next day then, maybe you do all of your stamping.
Or your colouring.
Or your colouring.
Or is this one you get your children involved with and they do the colouring?
Yeah.
Because
This
I
would
think
be
this
perfect.
little, I think so. This little size is perfect for children's cards for Christmas.
Yeah.
Or invitation cards for a party.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got a children's party and they've got a theme.
I'm sure you've got some little stamps somewhere in your stash that work with the theme that you need.
I think so. Missy says she's going to have a go with this after she's finished her dad's gift. Nicole says I dance too if I had that much sugar in me.
This is very true. Sugar and treacle and golden syrup and all of that good stuff.
Gina says I'm lying in bed and taking the witch energy.
Good, good.
We're happy to send it to you, Gina.
Our little twirling gingerbread people.
Oh, I think they're so gorgeous.
Next.
And this could be your evening watching the TV.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
table or a laptop on, you know, a lap table in front of you. And you too could have your Christmas cards done.
I'm challenging everyone, you know, if I'm making...
We want to see the group at Christmas filled with all these batch-made cards.
Yeah.
So perhaps we'll maybe round about Cyber Week.
If we do anything around Cyber Week.
Well, it's going to be Cyber Week anyway, isn't it, whether we do anything.
This is true.
Because you haven't sent your cards out at that point
No.
generally, that's what I'm thinking. So we could actually see your little piles of cards that you've batch made. That's what we need to see. So take your photos as you go along.
Okay,
Oh, I'm
there's number
loving these.
3.
Is anyone else going to give this a go?
You might see a lot of wreath cards on packaging going forward.
I think so. I think so. Oh, Nicole says apparently Queen Elizabeth I made gingerbread popular in England.
I did not know that.
Neither did I. I didn't even know he was around when Queen Elizabeth I was on the throne.
No, there's a lot of sugar and expensive ingredients in
Yeah,
there.
I thought it was still potatoes at that point. Well, with Sir Walter, isn't it? Bringing his potatoes over.
Very true. That way.
If it's so, she has very good taste. She certainly does. Gemma says she's certainly going to give this a try.
Nice.
I think this is something you've got to try. For the sake of a scrap of paper.
Yep. I was thinking then, like, if you've got some mirror card or something like that that's all dinged up, that'd be a good template because it's a bit thicker.
Yeah.
So it's going to be easier for you to sit your piece into it.
Yeah.
If you can't use it for anything else.
I love it. I'd seen this and I honestly didn't get it. I'll be quite honest, I didn't get how it was done. And I'm a bit in awe of all this because I think it's very, very clever.
Okay, so this is my last gingerbread stamp. Obviously, we're not stopping here. I mean, you could, if you're happy with just a little wreath of dancing gingies, then...
Ah, right. It kept well, so they took it on journeys.
Oh, kind of like ship's biscuits.
That makes sense, doesn't it? Yes. I wonder how they managed, because a lot of the old sailors didn't have many teeth, did they?
No.
But the ship's biscuits were like
Don't
rocks.
get in your tea, probably.
Maybe. Gina's saying maybe the thick acetate would be the idea.
That could work.
Yeah.
Definitely, if you've got a piece of acetate that's, again, you know,
It's
got it scratched or it's got a crease in it or something. Okay.
There you are. Look, you haven't been long and you're on your last one. You've done your 5.
And like I say, you could stop at just these. You know, your background is fairly full at this point. You don't have to do any more. But I'm going to put some stars around
Missy's
them.
saying not the gumdrop buttons. No, they wouldn't last.
No.
They'd all be gone.
Okay, there we go. Gingerbread people all done.
Oh, they are lovely.
Times 5, just in case you are disbelieving. There they are. So, pop them to one side, and I'd like you all to be very proud. I remembered to dampen my stamp cleaning cloth today.
Oh, well done.
For the first time in I don't know how long. I've
Well
been saying,
done.
I should bring one of those down.
We did find one in the corner, mate, didn't we?
It's been down here a little while though, and it's a little dry.
We'll take that up with us today.
Yes. I said to
And
Can last
prepare
time,
it.
it'd be nice to have a sink down here.
It would be. There is a sink in the warehouse.
True. There
We
it
could
is.
use that one.
We could. So should we put some gumdrops on?
Yes. I think so. I love the gumdrops.
Okay, pop
You
your...
can pop your glitters on these gumdrops, everything, can't you?
Yes, you could. So, like I say, I'm just probably going to stamp everything in brown, but you could definitely stamp these in different colours for everything. So, let's pop gumdrop number 1 in. Now, I have a feeling if I rotate this way once, I don't think our gumdrop is going to be on. Kind of is. It's just off the edge.
Nicole is saying she's got a tiny gingerbread man with this gingerbread man stamp with his foot bitten off
Oh,
and teeth marks on his leg.
nibbled.
Yes, very much so.
Oh dear.
You really don't want your gingerbread man nibbled, do you?
Not pre-nibbled, certainly.
Thank goodness it's his leg, not his head. Because that's cruel.
It is. I don't know. Is it not worse that he's aware that his
Maybe.
leg has been nibbled?
Maybe.
Better off if your head goes first.
Off with his head, is it?
Exactly.
For a repeat of that. What was it that you were going off on one with off with his head?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Oh,
That was
Santa
in
and Friends, wasn't it?
Maybe.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I think you were decapitating Santa.
Were we? Oh, we might have been decapitating Santa actually.
It wasn't me. That's why I'm not remembering.
Where was you?
Was it me?
Yeah,
Oh.
you were on one. Me and Leo just sat here like, what is going on?
Are you sure it was me?
Yes.
You and Karen probably.
Possibly.
I think Karen was in. I think Karen was in the comments.
Oh, was it that weekend?
It was me and you then.
Must have been. I don't know. It's ringing bells.
Oh,
but
I
don't remember
forget
either.
I'll have to
Things.
find it.
Gina's saying, where'd you start to eat your gingerbread man?
They sell them year round in our shops. So,
No, where'd you start to eat them? Are you an arm, a leg?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I tend to go for limbs first.
I think I'm an arm first.
I'm trying to think. No,
I
think
can't
go
do
for
a
his
head
he-
first.
No, I think I go for his head.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you were cruel.
And then I leave his torso for last because he's got all like the gumdrops and everything on there.
All the extra goodies.
Yeah.
That's Miss Alice's nemesis. Off with his head.
Yes.
Buttons first.
Oh,
That's-
pick the buttons
That
off.
says Blake.
Ah.
Depends what the buttons are, though.
This is true because if they're disappointing, I'd rather eat them with the gingerbread.
But sometimes if they're Smarties and things, they don't usually... Well, Smarties will come off, wouldn't they? What currants and things won't.
Oh yeah, if it's a currant, I'll just eat it with the
Who's
gingerbread.
putting currants on them?
That's what they traditionally were.
That's what they used to be.
I mean,
Was a currant.
I'm not against currants and raisins. I love them. I will sit there and eat them all day by themselves. But on gingerbread,
How
Yeah.
rude!
That's what they used to eat. 2 currants for their eyes and 3
Start
currants
at
for
the
their
knees,
buttons.
please. That's Nicole. I put them out of their misery to eat the bite in the head first. That's Missy. Definitely the head, says Regina. I just want to end his torture. Gina says start with his feet.
His little feetsies.
His feet. Blake is saying currants. I've only seen chocolate buttons.
No, it used to be currants. 2
Used to be
currants for his
currants.
eyes. 3 currants for his buttons.
Yeah.
And then you'd have the white icing
Yes, you would.
for the rest of the decorations.
That was many moons ago, wasn't it?
Yes. I'm trying to think, isn't there a play or a something with a gingerbread man?
Yes. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man.
What's that from, Al?
I don't know. It's a book. I think it's a book. It's one of the Ladybird books, I think.
I'm gonna Google it.
Mr. Google Pants?
I think it's a Ladybird book.
Can't catch me.
Because I can see
I
the
can-
gingerbread man running away.
Yeah, I used to. I'm having like vague recollections now of maybe going to see a pantomime or something around Christmas.
Oh, could be. Could be. I can't think what it's from.
Cam wouldn't know, he's too much a baby.
It's
Too
not.
little.
It's not something like Jack and the Beanstalk, is it?
Can't catch me in the gingerbread man. Maybe actually.
It's from. So it was originally called the Gingerbread Boy.
Ah.
All the way back in 19. Oh no, it's even further back than that. Okay. 1875.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not that old.
Yeah, it
just like to
first
put
appeared
that
in
there.
print in 1875.
Gemma says she had
magazine.
that Ladybird book. When was it?
When it first got illustrated,
Yeah.
was in 1875
Wow.
in a magazine.
So yes, we're not remembering that far back. I would just like to make that known.
Regina, what you asking about the currants? Are you asking what they are? Currants are tiny dried grapes.
Specific type of grape, aren't they?
Yeah, I
Are
can't
they
remember
the muscat grapes?
I don't
They're
know.
sweeter, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, currants, aren't they
No,
black
they're
currants?
Don't think so.
No.
No, I think they're grapes.
Yeah, it's like a raisin or a sultana.
Blake says, is it the Muffin Man?
Maybe.
It could be.
And then you got the musical of the Gingerbread Man. That was back
Maybe
in
that's what it is then.
1905.
No, I'm not remembering that one either.
Jill says, I'm the odd one out. I leave it on the shelf in the store.
You don't like gingerbread? Ah, I love gingerbread.
We made gingerbread men a couple of years back, but we did cookie wookies. So they were.
I've never heard of that.
Well, it was just gingerbread, but we did the Wookiees from Star Wars.
Nice. Oh, get you.
Literally Wookiees.
It's like a raisin, Regina, but it's smaller.
Yes.
Raisins and sultanas are about the same size, but currants are a lot smaller.
I think a sultana is a white grape and a raisin is a red grape.
Yes.
I think the sultanas are sweeter.
Sultanas are
Yes.
sweet, yes.
But I think currants, like I always think, currants are clearly black currants, but I don't think they are.
Oh, somebody said raisins are different from currants. Yes, I thought it was just the size.
Someone will know.
I'm going to
I'm
leave
sure.
you with the conflag here now.
Yeah. You can
Gemma's saying currants are similar to raisins. I think it's a preference. My grandmother always bought sultanas. She never bought raisins. She only ever had sultanas on her shelf. But I tend to go for raisins rather than sultanas. I don't know why.
Do I stop here? Yeah, I'm asking your crafty opinions now. Is our wreath done or do we add more? Ninja bread cookies. I know, yes. Are they the Fred & Co. Cookie cutters? The ninja bread? It's like a little,
Oh, I've seen those ones, yeah.
little ninja people. Love those.
We got a lot of comments about it. I don't know, what else have we got on here if we
So
did
I've got a
add
little,
anything?
like, I don't know, you're going to be able to see this stamp. So let me chuck them on a white background. Oi!
Pop it on the edge here.
Ta-da! There we go. So we've got this one that I've got here is like a little boiled sweet. We've got some stars, but I'm not sure we've got room for them.
I don't think you have.
Do I stop there?
I think so.
Okay.
I
I'm
think
happy with
so.
that. But again, if you've got a bigger background, you may want to do more. So like on this one, I think I started with the candy canes and then I went in with the Christmas trees.
That's so cool though.
And then these guys, I don't know if you can quite see in the middle, their feet meet in the middle. That was entirely accidental.
So it's definitely something to play with then, isn't it?
So I've only got 4 gingerbread men, so I didn't do the 45-degree rotations. I only did the 90 degrees on that one. But for the rest of them, nope, the gumdrops, I only did 4 of those as well. But for the rest of them, I did all of them.
I like the fact, mind, that you didn't start, when you stamped these, if I move that out the way, you didn't put him right in the centre either, or her, whichever. You didn't line him up there. You went to the side.
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
Yes. I think it looks better if you don't make it line up with your points.
I like that. Because I probably would have lined it up. But then if you're that fraction out then, it stands out like a sore thumb, doesn't it?
Exactly. So if you go slightly off centre, I
I
started
like
with that
it.
way, didn't I? And definitely use your larger stamps towards the outside of your card,
Yeah.
because if you try and put them in the middle, they're just going to all overlap. And you're just going to end up with a big inky blob in the middle,
Yeah.
basically. If you want to do like more of a wreath like this, obviously you need to lay your stamps sideways. But if I'd wanted those candy canes to kind of be like spokes sticking out from the middle, you could do that instead. So it
Because
depends
it
how
would
you
have
want
been
to...
nice with those if you'd done the hearts.
Yes, you
So
could
would
do
have
that.
stamped the one candy cane and then the reverse one then.
Yeah, you could do that
And
as
that
well.
would have made your wreath in the middle.
So you could make, I mean, obviously I've done all 5 of mine the same.
Yeah.
If you want to make 5 different ones, go ahead. Change up your
Absolutely.
pattern
Yeah.
between each one.
I love it.
Yeah. They're all
I can
completely
see so
different.
many possibilities with it now though.
So obviously this one I didn't go quite as uniform. They're not in a wreath, they're just more of a scattered pattern.
Yeah.
But a repeated scattered pattern, if you like. So you've got like a quarter that is then rotated around. I think this one I only did the 90s.
I love it.
Except the gumdrops in the middle. I mean, you could do a thing in the middle if you wanted
Yeah.
to. Let's do that. Let's put a little peppermint or a star. Let's do a star. Let's make it different.
We got a lot of conversation going on about currants and
So we
dried
tend to
fruit.
have, obviously we make our own Christmas puddings.
oh, don't you just?
And we have currants and raisins and sultanas in our puddings. So it has all 3 together because I think they all have a different level of sweetness and a different texture. Like currants I think are harder,
Yes, they are.
whereas your raisins and sultanas tend to be a lot softer.
Yeah, they do. They do. I love any dried fruit. I've just seen someone here now saying they like dried cranberries. Or Sharon. Prefer sultanas, says Raquel, because she uses them in a biryani.
Nice.
Lovely.
It doesn't matter what we're doing, we always end up talking about food.
Christine says, I think the wreath looks good and we're all discussing dried fruit.
Yeah.
Well, that's what our lives are about, aren't they? They start off at one thing and they ended up at something completely
Are
different.
we all subconsciously now thinking about Christmas baking because we are talking about gingerbread and all of the things that go with
I know, I was
gingerbread?
thinking about my grandpa's
Absolutely.
Christmas pudding.
I love a Christmas cake. I love a Christmas pudding, but I love a cake as well.
Okay, there we go.
But
Next
I think
up
anything
then.
that's got dried fruit in,
Yeah.
whether that be mincemeat. I love mincemeat. I love hot cross buns. Anything that's got fruit in. All the seasonal things.
Okay, stamps done with. So, again, if I pull these back in, on this one I did the big house. So I just did a layer in candy, the background in spearmint. I cut the little kind of icicle roof in spearmint again, and then coloured it with my glitter marker, and I did a sentiment. With my little one, I did the 2 trees and the 2 green mirrors. I think I might do the little house on this one today.
Nice.
Make it different.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Well, that's it. You could put something different on each of these cards now, couldn't you?
So yeah, you could, oh that's my square. I was thinking, what's that?
Gina's saying, what's a typical Christmas dinner in Wales? It would be a turkey.
I mean, if you're
Oh.
talking really traditional, it would be a goose, but yes.
I've
These
never had
days,
a goose.
Yeah.
classic Christmas dinner was a goose, that wasn't it?
Oh,
It
we don't
wasn't a
bother with
turkey.
turkey, we just go with chicken.
Well, saying that, I think it depends how many are in your family.
Yeah, because turkeys are...
Yeah, we've had chicken the last couple of years because my son didn't like turkey. And there was only me and my husband, so we had a chicken as well.
It was easier for my mum to cook. I can't imagine my mum trying to cook a turkey.
Oh, and then you have to have an oven big enough to get the turkey in, which is the other problem.
I need to remember to defrost it the night before.
It's like, yes, you have. You have. It's like a Sunday dinner with bells on your Christmas dinner is in Wales, isn't it? It doesn't matter what meat you have, we had to have Yorkshire pudding with a Christmas dinner. We'd also have to have stuffing, but I don't like it.
You have to have stuffing.
Gotta have stuffing, but I don't like it stuffed in the bird.
No.
I'd cook it in a dish.
Separate dish, yeah.
What else would we have in mine? It would be whatever veg. Don't like sprouts.
I was going to say, are you a sprout eater?
I'm not a sprout eater.
They're disgusting.
I don't like them. I'm not really a greens eater.
No?
I like broccoli. I like collie. I don't like cabbage, sprouts. They're baby cabbages, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're baby cabbages, so no.
Which reminds me of a thing that I really love that are called kaleets, which are a cross between kale and sprouts. So they look like little sprouts, but they've got like the
It's like, how can we
Oh.
make sprouts worse?
No, I think I pass on them as well.
Love them.
You've got to have roast potatoes, you've got to have roast parsnips, carrots. It would be collie and broccoli probably. It's a huge dinner. There's lots of veg on there.
Just a whole table, just veg plated everywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you can't move afterwards.
No. It's a case of falling asleep on the sofa.
Absolutely.
Kids are doing the dishes.
And we generally have butter beans as well, but I don't like them in a tin.
You have butter beans on your Christmas
Yeah.
dinner?
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting.
I know, it's a bit random. Well, every Sunday my father always either did butter beans or he did mushy peas. Well, I don't like mushy peas. I don't like mushy peas at all. So I would only ever have butter beans. And they would be soaked overnight and then cooked. Not the tinned ones. Don't really
Interesting.
like the tinned ones.
Well, we make it a little extra special with like, because obviously you got Sunday dinner and trying to make it different from that. So only time the carrots that get changed up is during Christmas. Simon will honey roast them
Nice.
with garlic. They are beautiful. And I don't like carrots, but I love these carrots.
I would eat them as well.
We never have parsnips unless it's Christmas dinner. So parsnips as well.
Roast parsnips.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
It's a bit interesting because most of us are vegetarians, so we don't have a dedicated like main bit to replace the meat.
I'm happy with just a plate of all the veggies at Christmas dinner.
I
Eva's
think
like
there's
that.
so many veg, mind, at Christmas. It doesn't matter, does it? As long as you can have the trimmings. Oh, and the pigs in blankets. The pigs in blankets as well.
Which are bacon wrapped sausages for those not
Yes.
of the British Isles.
Yes, they are. I'm looking at all these comments here.
I think we just have a pie. I'm trying to think. I think we just have a vegetarian pie.
We've
Yeah.
been
As our meat
having like
replacement.
not a nut roast wreath, but like a fake meat wreath that's got like chestnuts and then like a glaze on top and something like that.
There was one that Tesco was doing that was beautiful, and me and Eva just ate it, like so much of it. We bought extra after Christmas because we were scared it was going to go. It was like this Wellington that had a meat replacement in the middle and then
yeah.
had cranberry sauce in there as well.
I
Had
do
it
love cranberry. You've got to have cranberry sauce,
So
mind.
good. Love cranberry
Have
sauce.
to have that. I think Blake is hungry now and he wants Christmas dinner. Bella says you made me hungry. Blake's dinner says turkey, veg, mash, gravy, and don't forget the roasties.
Yes,
Can't forget the roasties.
absolutely not.
What else have we got? Nicole says good enough to eat. Looks good enough to eat. So I think that's your card.
Oh,
Gina says they have fish and potato salad.
fish and potato salad.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that because you would have is that your traditional Christmas dinner, or would you have a poultry dinner as well? I don't mean a rubbish dinner. I mean
Some
chicken,
kind of roast
turkey,
bird.
goat.
Try not to insult people's Christmas.
Yeah, I don't mean that. What else have we got? I'm trying to see. somebody on Facebook says she makes broccoli and then mash it down like mashed potatoes, grated mature cheddar. I'm not sure who this is. I don't know if it might be Vicky. And a bit of double cream. Oh, into a dish in the oven until it crisps on the top.
Nice.
That sounds delicious.
Why do we not have any candy back here?
Raquel says she has roast pork with a side of arroz con. Excuse my saying this. Arroz con gandules, rice with pigeon peas, a veg casserole. Oh, lovely.
Pigeon peas, isn't that chickpeas?
Is there? I don't know. Potatoes for my husband, and desserts are different flavoured flans, cheese, coconut rum and chai. Oh my word. These sound delicious. Mrs. R says she doesn't like cabbage after working in an old folks home.
Understandable.
Oh my word, yes, I quite understand that. But that does make me laugh. You knew you had a problem when you had rhubarb for tea. That was when you had a problem.
Oh dear.
Yeah, you didn't want to work the next morning when they had rhubarb for tea.
Okay, I'm going to start cutting the pieces that I need for the top. So I'm going to do something that I never tell you to do for the sake of speed. Mammy Ellie's going to tell me off.
Oh my word! Shock! Horror!
Do not
I
do
definitely
this.
would not advise you to do this.
No. Absolutely not. Especially now that I can't line it up as well. Okay.
Adonmo was saying that her parcel got sent back. I would say send a message to customer service and they will sort it out to you and get the parcel sorted.
Okay.
Alright.
So yeah, Sarah is working, so she'll get to your message as soon as she can, Adonmu, and get back to you on that.
Raquel says I do a 7 fishes feast once a year and made lobster guacamole, blue crab, salmon, calamari and others. It was an Italian tradition. Wow, that sounds delicious. Can I have that veggie dish too? It was lovely, Christine saying. I think that's the broccoli, is it? It did sound delicious. Right, so the fish is a tradition with Gina.
Okay.
Nice. That's lovely.
I know in America, obviously, you have your big turkey dinner for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Christmas you don't really want to roll out another
Change it
turkey.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, I sew with the broccoli.
I know in Japan they don't celebrate Christmas, but everything still closes down. But what they do is that they order in KFC like a good few months in advance, so everyone has KFC for their Christmas dinner. It's like quite big over there.
Okay. So still having a bird, just a slightly different version.
Yeah. I had my first Christmas dinner outside of my household last Christmas, going over to the in-laws' house.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting experience because obviously years and years and years of having the same Christmas dinner, and then you haven't have someone else's version of Christmas dinner. And it's just kind of sitting here, like, this isn't the same.
No. Someone else's gravy is never the same, is it?
Yeah, and then you have to be grateful because, like, obviously they cooked it, and there's things on that plate that we don't normally have in my house, like red cabbage.
Oh, I love.
I said to Eva, I just like slowly scrape it onto her. It's like I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this.
Did you add a couple of peas on?
I don't like cabbage. I know I don't like cabbage. But yeah, I'm a fussy eater.
Cabbage is very different.
I'm a
just
very fussy eater anyway. So yeah, I think it was changing it all up. But I was just like, this isn't the same.
It isn't.
No.
It isn't. I found that when I got married, that my in-laws' dinner was not the same as my dinner at home. And in fact, our dinner is not the same as my parents cooked, because they always put bicarb in their greens, a lot more salt than I would cook with.
Yeah.
So things have definitely changed along the years. Somebody's saying here that you were going rogue.
I am.
I did see it and I can't see who it was.
It's alright, Mummy Ali's engrossed in comments. She's not paying any attention to what I'm
I
doing.
know, I'll ignore that. Sue says she's got an amazing mushroom Wellington recipe, so I'll dig it out for you.
Oh, yum.
That sounds gorgeous. Is Carrie saying Leo's going rogue? I've also seen, who else did I see? Kuipo has joined us from Hawaii. Aloha to you too.
Yeah, aloha.
Raquel says she's from Puerto Rico and they're a melting pot of different cultures. So she's a little bit of everything there. But the traditional dishes include pigeon peas, plantain, breadfruit. Well, I've never tried that. Rice and more starches than you can count. Sounds gorgeous, mate.
It does.
Julie says we usually do ham for Christmas.
So before I stopped eating meat, we always used to roast a ham. So we'd boil a ham on Christmas Eve and honey glaze it in the oven, and we'd have that for Christmas Eve dinner. But it would always be big enough to then be enough for cold slices throughout the rest of the Christmas season as well.
I'm smiling. I do love the ham, mind. We always have a ham as well. Blake is saying he went to the in-laws last year for Christmas. Very different. Yes, it is always an experience. Nicole says she loves the KFC in Japan for Christmas dinner. If it's really hot, sometimes we'll bring in KFC too.
So yeah, Christmas dinner in Australia, obviously a very different beast
Absolutely.
to our Christmas dinner as well.
No snow?
No, lots of sunshine.
Oh, Carrie says they do an aged prime rib.
Oh, nice.
Twice baked potatoes, cream of asparagus soup, braised carrots, green beans and dinner rolls, all made from scratch.
So my aunt and uncle and my cousins all live out in Perth, and my mum and my stepdad have spent Christmas out there with them. I'd like to do it once to experience. I don't know that I'd actually cope with an Australian summer, having said that. I didn't do very well when I went to visit them last time, and that was not in the summer. I'm not good in the heat.
My son went out there, but he went in April and he came back in November, so he didn't have an actual summer out there, and I don't think he would have coped either.
No.
What did I just see here? Something caught my eye.
Julie brought up that they have candied sweet potatoes. Now, I never knew what this was until a couple of years ago. Sophie was like doing a Thanksgiving, and she was like trying to do like a bit more of an American style like Thanksgiving dinner, and she's like, I'm gonna try candied sweet potatoes. We're like, what is that?
Is that the one with the mini marshmallows on the top?
Yeah, and she was
potato
she came
casserole,
into
people call it as well, don't
she
they?
came into work the next day after having it. She's like, don't bother.
But it is a taste, isn't it? You know, that's what you've been brought up
It's
on.
an interesting thing to do.
Like, there's a lot of unusual American dishes. So like green bean casserole, you basically put green beans in a casserole dish with a tin of Campbell's condensed mushroom soup.
Really?
And that's a thing. That's a side dish to a dinner. I'm like, no.
Wow.
It doesn't. To me, it
But
doesn't
it's
look
tinned
appetizing.
green beans as well, not even fresh ones. Tinned green beans.
I don't really like tinned.
I don't like green beans.
I
There's not a
love
lot
Or
you eat,
mushrooms.
Oh my goodness.
I love green beans. I do like mushrooms.
I have got better since being a vegetarian. I am much more open to trying
You'd have
things.
to, otherwise you'd starve.
Yeah, I know. Just a very fussy eater.
You can just have a bit of cheese and a piece of bread. That'll be you.
Got better. I eat peppers now.
Oh, right, okay.
Well done.
Thank you.
Token to vegetarianism.
And I
will
eat onions now.
peppers.
I never ate onions before. And I will eat mushrooms if they're in things. I will not eat them by themselves.
Like, mushrooms are
Them
not like
texture
a main
really
part
goes
of your dish. They're just for flavour.
Oh, I don't know if you
No, I
put
don't
them in
like
a
the flavour,
burger or
though.
a hot dog. They
Okay, that's different.
part of
But
the main dish.
for the most part, onions are not there as like
No, they
something
are
to
just
taste.
there,
They're
aren't
just
they?
for flavour.
Yes, they are.
You're silly.
Kwipo says, there's nothing traditional about Hawaii. We have kalua pork,
Oh, yeah.
beef egg rolls, pancit. I don't know, pancit, I'm not sure. Lumpia fish called lomi lomi. Oh my word. And then they have fried or steamed rice, potato salad or pasta salad and watercress salad. Oh my gosh. Also,
I'm starving, people.
I know. Well, we were talking about it earlier in the week, weren't we? I was saying when I first started nursing, there weren't a lot of vegetarians around then. We're going back to the 80s. And the hospital were absolute pants at catering for vegetarians. If ever you had a vegetarian, you say, can I have a vegetarian meal, please? It would always come up as chips, egg and chips. And that was the same, no matter when the meal was, it would be egg and chips. Nothing else.
To be fair, you'll have that with some places where like we do vegetarian meals and it's like chips. It's like, I
just
mean,
like
you're not
a
wrong.
nut burger or
It
a
would
nut
be too
roll.
good for me.
Or they like stick a mushroom between two buns. There's your burger. And just like,
See, I'd rather just have
No.
the mushrooms as the buns in that
Yeah.
case. You know, stick a fake meat burger in between two mushroom buns, and that's a much better option for me.
or like when McDonald's came out with their vegetarian veggie bites, I'm just like, come on, but not in the 90s anymore. Stop breading vegetables.
Yeah. Well, it was like the Mars bar, wasn't it? When they used to deep fry the Mars bar.
Yeah, well they still do. It's quite a big thing in Scotland.
In Scotland, yeah. I've never tried it. Never,
No,
ever.
I
And
went
Oreos
to
as
Glasgow
well.
recently and I did not have a deep fried Mars bar. I feel like I probably missed out.
Hello, Mo.
Hi,
Welcome. You've just caught us with all this food chatting.
Yes, what a surprise.
We are-
Live has
We're all
devolved.
very starving.
We're going to have something mid-afternoon slumpy when we go back.
I've got a massive pot of pasta to eat.
We've already had lunch.
We've had ours. We had early lunch. Well, it wasn't early.
Yeah. We'll have to raid the chocolate drawer. Those green and blacks will be going.
Oh dear.
We bought some Al bought some stunt chocolates for
Well, I didn't know at the time. We have a
packaging
shop.
props.
We have a, what do you call it? Like a discount shopping centre that's just up the road from where I live. So I'd been in the chocolate shop there and I picked up this box of Green and Black's chocolate. Didn't look at it, didn't look at any date. They were £2 a box. I thought, oh, they'd be all right as prop chocolates. And then when I looked at it, they were out of date in June. So, but it does say best before, not out of date.
Yeah.
Blake is saying you have a chocolate drawer. We do have a chocolate drawer. Not usually chocolate in there though, is
Hold on,
there?
look, Blake is unsupervised upstairs. Don't tell him that.
It's not usually chocolate. It's usually
It's the Karen still in the
fibre
room.
bars.
Oh yeah,
and-
Karen is still there.
She can
Karen,
Is
fend him
Karen
off.
still there?
yes.
Oh yes, she is. I've lost track of time completely now. So Goodall is saying, growing up, we always had ham or turkey. The last few years, we've had standing rib roast. Oh my word, and sometimes lobster.
I think that's the nice part about growing up. You can choose for yourself what you want your holiday feasting to look like.
Absolutely.
If there was a part of your holiday feast growing up that you absolutely detested, just leave it out.
And that is why I don't eat cabbage anymore. I make that adult choice.
Nice.
She has mac and cheese, collard greens, candied yams, or sweet potatoes, whipped sweet potatoes are staples. Oh my word. You're really making me all hungry. What else have we got here? We also roast pigs. This is Raquel. We also roast pigs in Puerto Rico, but above ground.
Yeah, so a Kahlua pig is the one that you do. I think it's in the sand, isn't it? You put basically hot coals
I've seen that.
in a pit.
Yes.
You I think wrap it in
I've
banana
seen
leaves or
that.
something to kind of steam it.
I have seen it and it looks
That's cool.
gorgeous.
That's.
Cool.
Oh, I thought you said cruel. I was like, the pig's already dead.
I don't care for that. No, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. We've had non-traditional Christmas tree.
Nicole is saying, Blake, don't eat the chocolate props.
Yeah, definitely don't eat the chocolate pops.
Don't eat them at all.
The chocolate pops are
They've been there
old.
too long. They've been there far too long. Gemma says you'll have an empty drawer later. We Blake. We know where to go, Blake. Oh, dear me.
So I'm just running through all of the pieces for my houses. So I've done the back plate of my house in spearmint. I've done the top layers in candy red.
Nice.
So I'm just going to layer it like that. I've stamped my sentiments and I'm just going through and cutting those at the same time. And then all I need to do is cut some backing mats for my cards and the backing mats for my sentiments, and I can assemble. So batch making, like we said earlier, it's all about do one thing, do all of them, and then move on to the next, basically. Don't make one card at a time.
No.
No.
I do love the idea though.
So there's the next one for that.
Do you want me to do a bit of gluing?
You can if you want to glue those together for me. Is that cheating? Does that come out of my time? Are you going to add a penalty to me?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Because realistically, if you were crafting, you might have a crafty helper.
Exactly.
I might do.
That be it your partner or your kid.
Kuipo is saying, hopefully my kit will be delivered today. Can't wait to get it.
Oh, exciting times. I love when everyone's kit starts to arrive. And you're
Oh,
ready to
me
open
too.
them.
Me too.
And you know when the kits have started arriving when we see it in the Facebook group, and it's just
Kit,
it's just kit
yeah.
everywhere.
We love it too, mind, don't we? We're the same, you know, when the kit arrives in our room. Oh, what's in there? What's the papers? What's
Yeah,
in the
what have we
goodie
got?
bag? We love to see exactly
We've just
what is
finished. Now, which is the kit we've just done? Is that the one that's going out on the 1st of November? Is that right?
there. I can't remember.
Yes, I think it is. We're currently working that far ahead on kits. So that was one of the things that we finished off last week.
And we've got, and you're going to love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word. If you're not subscribed for that one, I doubt if you're
Is
going to.
this the November kit?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have a look what it is.
So it's kit number 73, I think it is.
Have you found, excuse me, have you found it?
I mean, it's that far ahead. I don't know if there's anything on here for
Is
it
it
yet.
not?
No, possibly not.
That goes up to kit
Maybe not.
72.
Maybe not.
I don't even know what it looks like.
No spoilers for you then.
I'm sure we'll give you spoilers at some point. I'm sure we will.
Sure you will.
It's in Candice's room.
Who said that? Sharon is saying the sentiment shadow looks like a mortarboard. I think it's this one.
Oh, it does a bit. Yes. Yes, it does.
I mean, I'm looking at 72. It's like 2 is really
You need a
cool.
tassel on the top of that one, I think. You're looking at what?
Hold on. What have we got? So the next one is... Then we've got... No, you're going to have to... Yes.
Kathy says her kit is
I was
up
like,
for
how do I
delivery.
mouth that to you?
November would be kit 73, would it? Okay. Yes, because 74 is... Oh, yes. No, 74 is going to be a good one as well. There's lots of good kits coming up.
I would definitely subscribe though.
We
And
do
even more
have-
so for special events that come up.
Yes, your 10% discount for... I mean, we've announced birthday week, so we can talk about that one now.
That's very true.
You were talking about it before.
Everyone knows we do birthday week in July. It's not new news.
It's like they know Christmas comes in December.
Yeah, exactly. Tonic has its birthday in July, and we release new things.
Regina's saying that it would be kit 73 in November.
Yeah.
Mrs. L says she's going to use the shadow of the rooftop for a stencil and use white glacier paste for the snow on the roof.
Oh, nice.
That's a good idea. I like that one.
You've got your, in the kit, you've got your glitter accents as well, so depending on which
You
one you
have?
get, you might have the fresh snowfall glitter accents, which I've put back away in the box. But that would make lovely snow because it would be more kind of 3D.
It would.
For you.
It would. We got a woohoo for birthday week from Mo.
Oh, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
It's a really good one.
You're going to join us every day at 12 o'clock.
Yes, we are going to have to do 12 o'clock lives just so that we can make sure that we're done in time for Karen to go home.
Because you know we take a little while, don't we?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Just slightly.
Just slightly.
We know, you know, we like to have a little chat and everything else. It's got to be done, doesn't it?
Okay. I'm going to use up some of my flourishing green.
I know what you mean about the puffy snow Coipa, but no, we don't have any of that.
I guess if you've got any of our expanding mousses,
Yes, I didn't think about that.
you could do that.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could.
Silly Mammy Ali.
How did I not think about that?
So
I
yes,
think I was thinking of it in a container, like the drops.
we do have expanding mousse. We have a nice white kind of snowy colour.
Yes.
Yes.
Could we link it if we got any in stock?
I was going to say, there's one called Snowstorm, but that's the embellishment mousse.
We have.
Oh.
Slipped.
No. Just flew off with my plates.
Oh dear.
Okay, sentiments done. So I'm doing my sentiment backing plate.
Okie dokie.
Getting those cut. And because I'm cutting those on a mirror, it is satin mirror, but a mirror nonetheless, I am cutting them down into smaller pieces, not running the whole sheet through, so that I don't end up dinking it with my tangerine.
There we are, there you're done.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
There's two white expanding mousses.
I'm going to colour them,
Okay, I won't do that.
in the UK. There's Natural Cotton, which is a bit more on the cream side. And then there's Old Linen, which looks pretty white to me. I'd say that's quite close to snow.
And you could also, before you expand it, while it's still damp, you could sprinkle on some glittery embossing powder.
Yes, you can.
And then, because you then heat your expanding mousse to make it do the puffing thing, your embossing powder will then set on the top of it as well, so you'll get the puff. If you've got then a white glittery embossing powder, you'll have your twinkle.
Or if you've got the glitter mister.
Yes.
I love that. You kind of don't get, you get a nice frosting of glitter with that, rather than everything covered in glitter.
Yes. Just a little smattering. My poor tangerine. It's like being upstairs today, isn't it?
It is. It is. You've worked very hard there today. Russian white is a crackle mousse. Worn linen is more white. That's what somebody said.
Yeah.
Oops. My fingers don't want to pick these up.
Bit little for you.
Yeah, the grip. Queen Pooh says, oh yes, I guess I'll be trying that today. I don't use my mousse a lot. You need to use your mousses.
Yeah. They don't last forever.
No, they don't.
They do have, once you've opened them, like do everything you can to stop air getting to them. So we would recommend putting some cling film over the top before you screw the lid on.
Yeah.
Maybe put the cling film so it's actually touching the surface of the mousse to try and push out as much air, stop as much air getting to it as possible. But they are obviously a water-based product and they do lose moisture once they've been opened. So yes, use them. Don't just look at them on the shelf.
Absolutely.
Okay, that might be, I think, my last bit of die cutting done.
I think it is.
So now we're on
These are all
to
glued.
assembly. I'm going to move the dies out of the way so we don't ping them off. That would be like us at all, would it?
Not at all. Never lose a die, me.
No,
Never
definitely not.
ever.
So I'm going to trade in my tangerine for my lovely trimmer. I can just unbury it from over here. Trimmer. I'm also, now the only card blanks I could find upstairs were large ones. So I have 7x7 card blanks. Okay?
Yeah, there's a fuzziness that suddenly appeared.
Uh-oh. Let us know if you can still hear us, okay? So, 1, 2. Any left in here, or is it just envelopes? Now, what do you
Maybe
reckon?
just envelopes.
3.
4. Oh, look at you go.
Do you know what? I'm going to stamp these too. Oh no, they're going to be too big.
They'd be too big, you can't use them.
I'll use them. Okay, come back to that.
You'll have to make your own envelopes for these.
So I'm going to use my very precise measuring system. With my guillotine close, I'm going to put in my backing, my front piece, my stamped piece. This is just over 3.5 inches. This is how I measure.
On the line.
Yeah. So you butt up against the, I mean obviously you could do it on your glass mat, but I prefer to do it this way.
Oh, I see. So yeah, you've got a top and bottom that is always straight there.
Exactly. So I'm going to grab myself a couple of sheets of flourishing. I think I might need, oh no, I'm going to need more than that. I'm only going to get one per sheet. Yes. Oh, that's...
Do we have any videos on pastes at the moment there, Cam?
Have a look.
I might have some older ones.
Yeah, we haven't got a new one, but there may be some old.
So I'm going to cut these at 3 3/4 for my mats. Obviously, if you have this colour in 8.5 by 11 or A4, you're going to get more of these per sheet. I'm just going to have a lot of scraps. So there's one. So I'm going to have...
But you'll save these for things like
Oh,
sentiments and...
So you're going to have a nice little border. Can I get this?
Just...
Literally just.
Oh,
Look at that.
oh,
That was close.
very close.
A Vivi.
Oh yes, Christine has some videos with the pastes.
Yes.
Forgot about Christine's.
There's 2.
I don't think I found one on glacier paste.
Mrs. L. Christine is Crafty Potential.
Can we pop a link into Christine's channel?
Yeah.
And she will definitely have some there.
Do you have any, Raquel, on using pastes and mousses? 3.
Do you want me to glue?
No, because I need to cut down. Oh, yes, actually, you can glue the stamped layer on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
Move my hand away before you chop your fingers. It's a potential.
Let's don't do that.
Oh, that's it.
Yes, if you have a crafty assistant, please make sure their hands are free of the guillotine before you chop.
Absolutely.
So that's number 4, one more.
Did anyone else hear a fuzziness just then, or was that just me?
Is it your mic again?
I don't
Your
know.
mic interferes with our mics. I noticed that on the live on Friday.
I've not heard anything. This is like the first time I've heard this kind of sound. It's the kind of sound that a mic would make. You know, on the older computers, and you had your phone on and someone started calling you.
Oh, that kind of noise.
That kind of noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's
Bit
happening.
of a bit of a.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Raquel says she always mentions the pastes on her videos, but never. She hasn't done one particularly about mousses.
Okay.
We've said for ages that we are going to do one, and other things have always taken precedence. So I have to
I
confess.
think you're gonna have to at some point.
We're going to have to, yes.
It is
think
something that
we've
we
only
want to
got-
do. We just need to.
I think we've only got one on embellishment mousses and crackle mousse.
Gemma says she heard you twice, Cam.
Okay, I've also heard it twice. I'll have to see
whatever the noise
why that
is.
is.
Turn off your mic for the time being and just talk louder so you come up on hours. Oh. So I'm cutting my 7x7 cards down to 4x4.
Sacrilege.
I know.
But they will get used. It's not like they're going to go
That's
in
it.
the bin.
This is all nice bits of smooth
We've all
white
got
card.
scrap boxes, haven't we, upstairs?
You could use it for your sentiments. If you need strips of cardstock. Ooh. I am cutting through 2 layers, which is why it's sounding so funky. This is obviously a card blank. A lovely little guillotine.
Oh, I love that guillotine.
And I'm cutting to the bottom edge, so I've got another rail here. Because I'm cutting through 2 layers, obviously it is a bit thicker and it has that tendency to wiggle. So because I have it butted up against this bottom edge, it can't move, basically.
Yeah, because you often get a slanted line, don't you?
Especially when you're asking it to do something a bit heavier like this.
Exactly.
So is that 3? Yeah. 2 more of these. Obviously, if you are cutting down card blanks, make sure you keep the hinge side as well. Another very important top tip there.
Oh, absolutely. Because otherwise you're going to have to do 2 squares and join them.
Yes. Not that I've done that before.
No.
Of course.
None of us have done things like
No.
that.
Oh. Okay, last one. This is not a nice peaceful ASMR video, is it?
No. It is not. There's me scratching away with my glue. And there's you chopping away with your paper trimmer.
Guillotine.
Gemma's saying, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't say it interferes with the live. I just have sensitive hearing.
Okay, we're good to go.
Yeah,
There's all my nice scraps of...
they are going to be nice for the longer ones, I'm thinking. You know the... Oh, they haven't got a
the
fold.
joined. Yeah, that's... These would make cute little cards.
Yes, they were gift cards.
Yes, that's
There's
a
your
perfect
gift
size
cards.
for it. So, yeah.
Yes,
Keep your
definitely.
scraps.
But you could still join these 2.
You
and make
could.
those skinny cards.
Nice little slimline. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
Donna.
Okay, so this is the point at which we all go hurrah and I end up with 5 cards. Right?
Hurrah! Are we gluing these on the back? Or are you are we gluing this layer flat?
No.
No.
Do I have enough? Might not have enough of these. We'll see. 1, 2. It's right. Make sure these are all around the right way. Oh, do I need 4?
5.
5.
A snaffle then.
Well, so yes, make sure that you do obviously put these on the right way around. Lots of top tips today of how not to make Australian cards, as we like to call them.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go for some minimal foam padding today, just because I don't have many left.
We could glue some and foam pad some.
Yeah, no, it's fine. They're getting 4 each. I've got just enough to do that.
Okay. Do you want me to put foam pads on?
Sure. Thank you.
Precisely 4 on each.
Precisely.
We have Elfie. Elfie Goes Crafting has joined us from Germany.
Welcome on in.
Hello.
So, I'm going to take my glitter marker. I did say I was going to use this today, and I'm not lying. So, your glitter marker will come with this nib completely white. You do need to prime it first. So I'm going to take an actual scrap of card, and what you'll do is the nib will press into the barrel, so you just need to press it a few times like this. I don't know if this might be better off on this camera so you can actually see what I'm doing.
Which one are we going for?
2. So, can you see that the nib presses in? So you just need to do that a few times. You'll see that I now have a little bubble of glitter on there. But keep doing that until your nib is fully... Shake it all out until your nib is fully green like that, and then it's ready to use. So I'm just going to colour in this little bit. And with these cards, obviously, you can add as much or as little as you want. If you just want quick, simple cards, you do a single colour stamp, and you do a little bit of this. You just do your two-tone house, and that's as far as you go. If you want to make it a bit more, you could paper piece little house. Did I miscount?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're doing that for me as well. Thanks, Al.
It's alright.
Yes, you could paper piece your house. You could stamp your background wreath.
Everybody wants a paper pieced house.
Everybody does. That would be.
Can you imagine?
That would be what you would do for your
Paper
quick
piecing your
batch made cards. I would be there
just
for
thinking
3
my home
days.
being paper pieced.
Oh, that'd be
It only
nice.
took me 3 days.
Oh, it took me 30 years probably.
Yes, you could stamp your background sort of little wreath piece. You could do that in multiple colours, like I said. So if you want to do your candy canes in red, you could do the gingerbread men in brown, you could do your little Christmas trees in green. You could colour them in. They'd be a
Good.
lovely little piece to colour in. Nice open lines.
Nicole is saying it makes her laugh when we refer to an Australian card.
I wonder if there would be British cards to them. I guess
could
they
be.
would, right?
It could be. Do you have a British card, Nicole?
Yes. So when we refer to an Australian card, we mean where we've accidentally glued it upside down. So the hinge is either on the wrong side, so you're opening it that way instead of that way, or instead of ever opening with the top hinge, it opens with a bottom hinge.
Absolutely. Mrs. L is saying that pen is interesting.
Yes, it is. I'm going to show you a little bit closer up in just a second, so
Yeah,
you
my,
can see the effect.
My wife, Eva, when she worked in a care home during COVID, they got all the arts and crafts stuff out. And there was quite a few Tonic stuff that she wasn't expecting to see. She's got the glitter pens, and I got a message from her, like, how do you use your pens? None of them are working.
Oh, they were all not primed.
Yeah.
Gotta prime them first.
You absolutely do.
So, 1, 2.
Kuipu says she gets carried away with her glitter pens. Everything is glittery. My hubby is my biggest critic and tells me enough with the glitter.
Oh, glitter on everything, I think.
Yeah, but it's such a subtle glitter, this is. It's not like you sprinkled pixie dust everywhere.
No.
It is just very, very subtle.
I'm going to have a very twinkly finger now.
Doesn't everybody want that?
Well, okay.
I think they do.
Last one.
It's a myth that the water goes down the drain the opposite direction in the southern hemisphere.
Does that not happen? Oh, I'm sad.
That's sad, isn't it? I always thought it did as well.
Swirls in the opposite way.
Yeah. I don't know where I heard that, but I did think that.
I think you would expect it because of gravity in the equator and something. Yeah? Yeah? Science.
Scientific terms,
Possibly.
yes.
Just mention a few more physics things.
Missy says, gardeners have a green finger.
I mean, is it sparkly?
Crafters have a glitter finger.
There we go. So I'm going to make sure I move that as well. I do not want that dripping on my dress. No.
No, you do not.
So if I grab the dry one of these, hopefully if I hold this up here, you can see the sparkle.
Oh, it's lovely.
Back a bit, there we go. A little bit of twinkle. So it looks like, you've got ice. Oh dear. Oh dear.
It is a little bit sparkly.
Okay. Sparkly cards it is.
Absolutely, it's Christmas.
You could, if you wanted to, run your glitter pen around the edge of your card. Like around the edge of your white layer here.
That's pretty, and create a faux layer.
Yes, exactly.
Normally we would say pop a little bit of glue on your foam pads as well for a bit of longevity.
Your cut chin.
Sorry. Thank you. I'm trying to line up. You need to see what you're doing to line things up.
Some smart lark debunked the water myth.
Oh.
I watched it on a science programme.
Well, boo to those people. They could have left us
How
all
very
in
rude.
ignorant bliss, couldn't they?
Raquel is saying, just rub it into your hair, gives a good glow.
Nice. Green glitter. Silvery glitter. Okay, last one of those. So we're still doing the batch making thing. You know, it's all of one thing before you move on to the next. What do you reckon? What have you done? These on a foam pad?
I've put these on
so
a
these
foam
can go on
pad.
flat. Nice. So what do you reckon here?
Yeah?
And then sentiment
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
Happy with that? Let's go.
And your snow.
Yes, my snow will then go onto my roof.
Very pretty.
Okay, I need the other glue. I can't be dealing with the fine glue for not fine work. I know Karen uses it for everything.
I know.
Don't know how she does it. One.
Here we are, we'll have all these ready as well.
Is that okay? Can you see what I'm doing here, Cam? All
Yes.
good?
Yes.
Okay, good. Excellent. Two house. Discworld says there's a waterfall on the end of the world. This is very wrong glue. Very true, it does. But it also says that the world is on the back of. Is it on the back of a turtle that's on 4 elephants, or on 4 elephants that's on a turtle? I think maybe on 4 elephants that's on a turtle.
And
It
that's
is
got to be true, hasn't it?
Swimming through space.
I mean, that sounds like fun.
Have you not read the Discworld books?
No.
They're good.
I haven't read them either. Terry Pratchett, is that?
I would not be able to resist putting Nouveau drops on all the buttons. Oh, that's a good idea, Raquel. Yes, I definitely don't have time to do that today.
You wouldn't be piling them up then, though, would you?
4 elephants on the turtle. Yes, there we go. That's what we were saying. Blake was obviously snoozing upstairs while you've been gone, Cam. We're talking about Discworld, Blake, and about the world being balanced on the back of 4 elephants on the back of a turtle that is swimming through space.
How is it being balanced on 4 elephants? Are they like holding it up with their trunks? Or like their backs?
Yes.
It could be 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and all their backs are the same height. Yeah. That's the little bit I'm going to put into it. We all have our own version, don't we? I'm just thinking of this coming up on YouTube and all the wording underneath it.
Oh, I love that when it tries to auto caption us.
Yeah, we're not very good at that, are we?
Well, we say lots of things that are not real words.
Do we?
I was going to say the Welsh stuff, but I didn't mean that. That sounds really offensive.
Do we?
Wow.
I think that's very rude of you.
Oopsie. Didn't mean it exactly like that.
I know, I say a lot of things that are not real words.
Okay, note to self, should have stuck the roof on before my sentiment, but there we go.
Oops.
There he is.
Oh, I love it.
Sparkly. Okay,
I love it.
last bit.
Quipo says she's loving the card as well. Nicole's really gone into this now. She's talking about the little trolls, pixies, who yells that he's run out of pink after pictures of all the ladies. I don't know that.
No, I didn't get too far through the Discworld series.
I'm going to have to read this now.
Yes.
I have absolutely no idea. Hence my bad reading of
There
your
are
comment, Nicole.
many books.
So
I
is it
think-
on Audible?
Yes.
There we go.
Here we are, there's one for you.
I was introduced to them by a friend, so I started reading the more recent ones. So I think the first one I read was The Thief of Time, and then I went back and started reading from the beginning. But the thing that sticks with me is I want the luggage. So the luggage is a trunk, basically, like an old-fashioned suitcase that is made from sapient pearwood that runs along behind you, travels by itself, and you put dirty clothes into it and it comes out clean.
Oh, I love it. I want one.
Exactly.
That rings a bell. Have you talked about that recently?
Yes.
That would be why.
I love it. We have, where did I just see? We have Crafty Ladybug with us. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Lots of... Fedegina says she would love that trunk as well.
Yep.
I would love it.
That would be my ideal gift.
Oh, absolutely.
If anyone's looking for something to get me for my birthday, there we go. I'd like a sapient pearwood suitcase, please.
Sounds very good to me.
And that is 5 Christmas cards done.
Well done, Leo. Phew! Phew!
Let me grab myself.
I love it. I love it. Crafty Ladybug says her kit is supposed to be arriving today.
Ooh, exciting. Sorry,
Nicole is saying you should explore further, Leo. It's a wonderful journey.
Yep.
Have you finished them all now?
No, the Discworld books.
No.
Still need to carry on. Just get rid of that before I end up mashing my cards into
says,
it.
bravo.
I'm quite impressed that we did manage to get 5 cards done today.
Absolutely.
And we're only just over the 2 hours. So, in fact,
And
we
they
probably
are
started
beautiful.
2 hours ago. So I think we're...
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've done that in 2 hours. That's the royal we, that is.
So there we go.
That's Leo.
As Nicole says, I've hit my goal for this month. So that's
Yes.
July down. Only August, September, October and November to go. Four more months.
And she's passing some of them off.
I'd say I'm not doing all of them.
Well.
It was my challenge. Doesn't mean that I have to meet it. I can delegate.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Oh, well. If you're loving this kit, it's still available for you. You can buy it on a one-off subscription at £34.99 in the UK, $39.99 in the US. A monthly subscription of $29.99 in the UK and $32.99 in the US. Or you can have a quarterly subscription, $89.97 in the UK and $97.97 in the US. This also allows you to have 10% TCK code off everything on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Who wouldn't want 10% off everything that's on the website? Plus you get a cheaper kit.
Yep.
And your kit for every month is reserved until you say, I don't want it. So you're never going to miss out on anything then.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to tag us in your mix if you do have the
Definitely.
kit. Because we want to see what you're making.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're going to make something like Leo's made today.
Yes, do some batch making. Make your Christmas easier. Make some nice, simple, quick cards.
Absolutely.
Use the wreath technique. It doesn't have to be for Christmas cards either. It could be for anything.
I think we're going to see a lot of this on the website.
So yeah, there's the original one that we were inspired by. With just lots of... Oh, bit of...
Which is beautiful, just done with coloured inks.
That's it. So some teeny tiny little flowers and pieces of foliage in there.
I love it.
Very, very simple.
Love it.
Ta-da! Nice.
So thank you all for joining us.
It's been lovely to have you with us along today. We'll be back on Friday for the Weekender
Yes, we will.
at 1.
1.
Yes, 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Do we have
We'll
anything
be
else?
here.
Oh, Thursday is...
We have...
Oh, yes, that we still need to do.
Yeah, we still got filming to do.
Yes, so Thursday there'll be a new video for you up on YouTube. That'll be going up at 4. Yes. At 4 on Thursday we'll have a brand new showcase launch for you. And then we'll be live again on Friday at 1 PM with the Weekender. Not sure who it is this week. Probably my turn.
I don't know.
2 of us. Maybe
Probably
3
me
if
and
you're
you.
unlucky.
Probably me and you.
Thank you again for joining us. We'll see you all again very soon. Happy crafting.
Bye.